What's up, Flight 517, and this is D-Mac here in Guatemala, and we've been here the past 2 weeks doing mission work, and I wanted to take a little bit of time and just give you a quick tour of the things that I've been seeing in the past 2 weeks in the team, Michael, Austin, Keith, Lacey, and this is our host home, our host family, and you look right there, there's Cesar, hola, and he's a ball, and they're very loud here in Guatemala. And if you look real quick right down here, here is just kind of where our host site looks like. All just the main floors are open out, and then over here, here's the balcony part, and this is where all of our rooms are. And we'll give a quick. This is usually the sink we use. We're not allowed to use the water. We can use it to wash our hands with, but we have to use Germex after. And here's kind of what the bathroom areas look like when we have bathrooms, but and this was our showering system that we have. It's pretty cold most of the time. We get a little bit of warm water, and water is a very scarce resource here, so we only get one a day. So we've been having to learn how to just adapt to that. We'll give you, these are what the rooms look like a little bit. You usually get 2 beds in a room, and they have like their own custom-made kind of sheets and everything. And our host family has a really nice house compared to some of what we have. And we're going to take a quick view of the streets, and I'm going to show you the kind of things that we have down here. If you take a look right down here on the street real quick, this is our little kitchen area. This is where we dine and have dinner and everything. And here is the streets of Guatemala. First thing you'll notice right off the bat, we have an internet cafe, and the thing is, we can't use it because it's all in Spanish, so we have to have our pocket dictionary to be able to read it. And here is what a Guatemala convenience store looks like. Most convenience stores is how they make their money in Guatemala. And the drink of choice here is Frio. It's like a mix of Coke and like a soda, like a red soda or whatever. And cheese puffs is like a specialty food that they make here. And a lot of times that's usually what we'll get, like just for a snack and everything. And we're going to get a quick look of just the streets here in Guatemala. Right over there, if you look at that green sign right up there, it's the bank, and that's usually where we get our money put in. Usually we'll give them US dollars and they'll exchange it to queso. And all the money here is very, like, compared to the United States, a 3-liter Coke is $1. So we have been drinking a lot of soda. And right here, this is the Catholic Church of Guatemala. And the first thing I noticed that really cracked me up, everywhere I go, Alpha, Omega, it just don't seem to leave me, like it's always there. And if you take a peek in the church right over there, you can kind of see it's really nice, really formal, and there's a lot of people that go to that church. There's usually 4 services, and they last about 5 hours long each. And here's like a kind of stand. It's where they sell a lot of the food. And if you look right up there, this building right here, this is the Capitol building of Magdalena, the city that we're staying in. It's usually where big political decisions are made. And we're going to go up to the top, and we're going to show you a quick view of just the overlook of Magdalena and how it looks. You go up, it's about 3 flights of stairs here. Hola. ¿Cómo está?
Yes.
Look up here. It's a really good view. In Guatemala, there are 46 volcanoes, and there are 4 active ones in our area. And we weren't able to tour the volcanoes because they were actually kind of earthquake shaking a little bit, so they wouldn't take us up there. And if you look right out to the volcanoes, you can see the smoke that is coming out of the volcanoes. And if you take a quick peek, there's some of the smoke right there. And if you take a look, there's everywhere, the mountain ranges are everywhere. And now if you look kind of on the street, you see a lot of the convenience stores and shops and everything, and you see that there's just a lot of stuff like that. And if you look out there really close at the green field, that is the soccer field of Magdalena, and that's where we've seen basically the 2014 Olympics take place, because I've seen some crazy stuff the past 2 weeks. They would probably beat my son's high school varsity, no offense. They are really good. And if you look Muy bien.
¿También una foto ahí? No.
¿Cómo te llamas? Jessica? Sí, mi nombre es David.
Tómale una foto ahí.
Yeah, we're making a video. You want to say hi? Say hola?
Hola.
And see ya. Adios. And there's people just everywhere. And if you look out there, you just see a good overlook of Magdalena. It's one of the bigger cities in Guatemala. And if you look down there, you see a lot of the cafes they make, and a lot of the food that we usually get is like a roast beef kind of stuff. And we have an Iron Man competition just because there's some food here that's pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. We've had this oatmeal some days that we've struggled to get down, and we've had some really good meals. Plantains, bananas. They're like fried bananas have been a really good breakfast meal that I've enjoyed having. Now, if you look right here, this is the escola, or the school, and it's the 6th grade through the 10th grade here in Guatemala. And the one thing about it is, usually most kids stop school at 5th grade because of the fact that they need their families to go and work. And so most people don't get the high school education, and that's usually when people sponsor kids. That's how they get that education. And because most people, when they get out of 5th grade, they start work. They start their careers immediately. So that's a big difference here in the United States. That a lot of the kids that I've worked with, they either work in the fields, or they work in like a factory, or they work for their family. And a lot of the kids here have a 10-hour workday sometime, and so it's really, family is a really big thing in Guatemala. Most people take just the family lifestyle. I mean, most families are really, really close. Is the one thing we watch movies with our host family, and we've gotten to play a lot of card games and stuff. Really, most of the people you see, the grandmothers taking care of the kids, and the cousins and brothers. It's just, that's one big surprising thing that I've seen here in Guatemala. And if you just look at the streets, there's always people. See the people in the green right there. Oscar. How are you? Muy bien. Photografia. We're taking a video for sort of Alabama show to people.
Oh, thank you.
Oscar, him and his wife, they live in the host family, and they have a little boy. How old is ¿Cuántos años Christian?
Yes. How excuse me?
¿Cuántos años Christian?
Christian, 2 años y 6 meses.
Christian is 2 years and 6 months old, and we're showing everybody Magdalena.
See?
Come here, Magdalena. Video.
Okay. Thank you.
We played spoons with Oscar last night, and Oscar's good at spoons. He's fast. And
okay.
Very fast. And we're gonna go this way real quick. And you see here they have like a Gatorade kind of shop here in Guatemala, and a lot of people usually go take a Gatorade over. When we were here with SI, they actually told us they would rather us drink soft drinks here than water, just because water can get you so sick so easily. And we're gonna go look down this way. Hola. We're gonna take a peek down this way, and if you look right over there, they have like a lot of people catch fish, and they have a lot of these fish kind of shops and everything. And most of the convenience stores are tiendas here, and that's one thing. Now, the thing is, I found over here, I thought that was just pretty interesting. It seems like everywhere on a mission trip that I go on, we've gone to places like Mobile and other stuff, and I saw this and just kind of laughed really quick, because I guess Shalom has a place in everybody's heart, and I saw that and just kind of laughed the other day, because I seen Alpha Omega Shalom, and that's just a convenience store. You see, these are what the buses look like here in Guatemala, and they're usually painted up, and usually a lot of buses are the way people get to go. And if you look down the street, there's just a lot of cafes and stuff over the mountains and everything. deal here, the one thing that we were warned right off the bat very quickly is that here in Guatemala, that there's always random times fireworks and stuff will go off, and usually in the middle of the night sometimes, and sometimes at 4:30 in the morning we'll hear fireworks going crazy. They celebrate just about anything here in Guatemala. Anything that's a birthday or anniversary or any special occasions, they shoot fireworks. So there is no illegalness in that. So earlier today we saw a bunch of fireworks go off and everything. And fruit here is a really big thing. They have a lot of just fruit kind of markets and everything. And here's the back side of the building. But we're about to, that's basically, and yeah, I've had a really good 2 weeks here. It's been a blessing to be here. I've gotten to meet a lot of people, and at my side, just getting to see some of these kids, they live in such horrible conditions, and just to see just the joy that when we come in, and we can just kind of share that there's a God out there that's for everybody, and that He loves everybody, and that's just the whole reason why we're here, is to tell people about Jesus and He died for all of us. And I've had a lot of good time. It's been a really eye-opening experience. It's opened it's just really opened me up to just so many different kinds of things. And thank everybody for prayer, and for me, Michael, and Austin, and Macy, and Keith, just for the prayers that we've gotten. And we're getting ready to head out here in the next few days, and it'll be good to see everybody. So I just want to say gracias to everybody, and I'll say adios.